Whereas now it's in black and white, we think about what's best for the kids. And it's not, that wasn't a result of me, that's KIS, that's who we are as a school community. You know, it's important to note that when I came here, KIS looked and felt one way. And that wasn't a result of one person. It was a result of the team. It was a result of us redefining how we interact with our students. It was a result of us connecting with them and things that teachers already did naturally, but then making sure we connect all the dots together. So things like something as simple as Human Rights Week or something as simple as club leadership, and really investing in that process and not just saying we're gonna do clubs because we have club time, but really saying like, what does that look like? You know, having conversations with kids about English only. That was a challenging piece, and really branding that required us to listen to them and say, what's wrong with this? Is there something wrong? Is there something I'm missing? And we learned so much from our kids for helping us understand, like, Mr. Poullard, you want me to speak English at school, but then when I go out into the public and I go to the subway, I speak English, the Ajima or Ajashi is gonna look at me like I am not, like I'm fake or I'm a fraud, or like, what are you doing? Do you know where you came from? And so really helping kids balance that perspective. So much has changed over the years. And so important to note that when we started, or at least when I started, you know, there's a lot of work that Michelle was doing in that administration. And when we kind of bridged it together, I just wanted to see that happen. And continuing on with Amy, it's just been really cool to see our kids progress along the way and be very natural. So I think for me, that's been spectacular. That's a really cool change to see. How have I changed? You know, I touched on it. I'm a better person. I'm a better person because I see what our kids can do when we get out of their way. When they come up with an idea, I always make sure to find a way to like nurture that, no matter how crazy it is, right? Because I think the moment they hear no, we shut them down. That's not the intention, right? That's not what we want to do, but deep down inside, they feel like, I believe, in my opinion, that they feel like maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I have nothing to contribute. I want every kid to feel like they have something to contribute. And I think that's been the feeling of our high school administration and of our high school team. For me, listening to them, I've become a better listener. Like I was like this manager in Texas. I don't know if I felt that way then, but I definitely feel that way now. I got things done. I collaborated, but if it was in black and white and you didn't do it, I was required to address it. Whereas now it's in black and white, we think about what's best for the kids. And that wasn't a result of me, that's KIS, that's who we are as a school community. But for me, it's funny, Michelle makes fun of me because I'm very black and white and I struggle. I'm like, if it's in writing, why are we changing it? Like, why? But then you think about that unique kid's situation and you really think about it, you step into the gray area and you say, how do we make sure we meet this kid where he or she is? And that's pretty cool. Because in Texas, I couldn't do that. There's laws, there are things that prohibit us from doing that. We couldn't be as specialized or personalized because we had to think about the greater good of the system. Whereas here, we're thinking, what's best for the kid and how do we support them? And it's cool because sometimes we step into the gray area, which is not my strength, but I know how to do it. I'm still black and white. I need to be. I like structure. I do. But it is really cool that we get to meet kids and personalize learning for them in ways those ways are so unique. And KIS, like KIS, right? I don't know. KIS has been a really amazing blessing of an introduction to international education and internationalism. And it's hard to leave here because this is home, you know? So yes, I agree. It is very much so something I will carry on forever as a better listener and better decision maker. Maybe just a better human being, you know, for being here. I know, it's crazy, I know.